Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate how to intake different types of input using scanner class and its methods in Java. So let's get started. In the previous session, I explained how to use a scanner class, and with the help of the scanner class and by using its object reference, how to intake or accept the numerical integer input from the user that I covered in the previous session. Now, in this session, I am going to cover what are the different types of input using the predefined methods of the scanner class we can accept or intake into our Java program. Okay, so let's get started with this session. For practical demonstration, I am going to switch to this Eclipse IDE, and here I'm going to create a new class. Let's say demo2, and with main method I'll create. So main method code got auto generated. I'll remove this comment. Now to intake any input from the user, first we need to create an object for the scanner class as already explained in the previous session. Scanner is equal to new scanner. Like this, I'll create an object for the scanner class. And now we need to import this scanner class from package known as java.util package. Can select here, you see, import statement got added. Now this constructor cannot be empty. Here we have to write system.in as explained in the previous session. Now, first I want to intake a integer numerical number, which I already covered in the previous session. For that, I'll first write a print statement. Enter any integer number. Okay, integer non-decimal number, let's say non-decimal number. I'm clearly giving the instructions to the user. After writing this print statement, I'll write int. Okay, int a is equal to scanner dot next int. I'll call scanner dot next int. That's it. Okay, whatever the integer non-decimal number the user will try to input, right, that will get stored into the variable a. Now next print statement I'll write. So immediately I would like to print, or else we can print it later also, not a problem. I'll write one more print statement asking the user while running the code, enter a decimal number. Okay, enter a decimal number. Excuse me. So here I'll simply write down double b is equal to scanner dot next double. This is a method, guys. Okay, this is another predefined method of the scanner class which will receive a decimal number from the user. Now system.out.println, enter another thing. Okay, we have different types. Okay, we have different types. Enter. This time we'll try to accept some single word. Okay, enter a single word. Okay, single word. So for that, what we have to do here, I'll write string c is equal to scanner dot next. This will accept the string, single word string from the user. Now system.out.println, enter a statement. Okay, it's not a single word, enter a entire statement. So here I'll write down, I'll do this later, otherwise there will be a problem. Let me accept this in the beginning itself. Okay, I'll tell you what is the problem there. Okay, so enter a single line, enter a single line of text. Okay, I mean complete statement. I'm trying to accept here in the beginning itself. String, I'll say d is equal to here scanner dot next line method will be there, guys. Okay, next line. And next system dot out dot println, enter a boolean value that is either true or false, any of them. Okay, we need to add here. So for that boolean, e is equal to scanner dot next boolean. You see, for everything, every type of data, there is a predefined method in the scanner class. To accept a line of text, we have next line. To accept a single word, we have the next command. To accept a number, we have nextInt. To accept a decimal number, nextDouble is there. Okay, what else is there? Scanner dot. We'll try it out. We don't need that, but what are the different things we have? Let's find it out. Just write n here. You'll get all the commands. Next pattern. You don't have to try all these things. Next boolean we are trying, next byte. For every data type we have a method. Next double, next float, next long, next line. Many things are there. Next short. You see, many methods are there. So I covered whatever the important things are. Okay, I covered whatever the important things are here. Okay, I already covered what are the important things are, right? So here I'll print it out, all the outputs, that is system.out.println A, then system.out.println B, then system.out.println C, then system.out.println D, system.out.println E. Everything is covered now. Okay, and finally I'll close the scanner class object. Now let's run this code. Let's run this code, guys. Right click here and say run as Java application, and see, it will accept the line of text. Okay, I just pressed enter. Actually, I need to type something. Let me run it again. Right click, run as Java application. Here, enter a single line of text. My name is Arun. I'll type. Enter a integer non-decimal number. Enter a integer non-decimal number. Let's say 12. Enter a decimal number 4.53. Enter a single word. Let's say Java. Enter. Enter a Boolean value. Let's say true. You see, all the data got printed here. Whatever the number I entered, non-decimal number 12 got entered, and whatever the non-decimal number I entered, 4.53 got entered. Then Java got entered. Okay, single word here, Java. My name is Arun, single line. Then Boolean value true. So here what happened? What are the different methods we have tried here, guys? First one is next line, next, next int, next double. We have tried these methods. There are so many methods, but these are the important ones that we have tried in this. Next boolean, and so on, guys. Next float is there, next long is there, next byte is there. Next, for every data type there is a separate method, but these are the generally used methods. So to collect the input from the user, okay, to collect the input from the different type of inputs from the user, we can use these different predefined methods of the scanner class. So this session is a continuation of the previous session, where in the previous session I only covered nextInt, but in this session I'm covering many predefined methods of the scanner class. Okay, fine. So okay, there is one more thing that you need to understand. I don't want to cover this particular thing in the next session, but I want to cover one more thing. Why didn't I write this in the somewhere in the middle? Why didn't I write enter a single line of text next line? Why didn't I write in the somewhere in the middle? I'll explain that right now. Okay. So let me cover that in the same session itself. It's not a big thing. Demo 3. I'll show you with example what is happening here. Here in this, I'm going to create an object for the scanner class as usual. Scanner is equal new scanner. Okay. Now here system.in. So hold the mouse and select import, or you can simply say Control Shift O. What is shortcut key? Control plus Shift plus O. Automatically it will import all the things. You see, automatically it will import. Most of the cases this will work as Control plus Shift O is a shortcut. What is the shortcut? You have to press Control key plus Shift key plus O key at the same time. Okay, it will automatically import the scanner class. Now, next thing here is scanner is equal new scanner. Here system.in you write down, and here what I want to do here is I would like to write some print statement saying enter a number, integer non-decimal number. Enter an integer non-decimal number. I'll write here, and here I'll write down what is that thing? I'll write down here int num1 is equal to scanner dot next int. I'll write down. Okay. Now after that, I'll write a print statement saying system.out.println enter a single line. Now, you see, after intaking a numerical integer non-decimal number here using nextInt method of the scanner class, in the next line, if I'm asking the user to enter a single line, here I'll write string s is equal to scanner dot next line. This method. This is important concept of scanner, guys. Okay, this is an important concept. So try to understand in the same session itself. Okay, so after intaking the number into this number one, after intaking the line into this thing, I want to print it out. System.out.println num1 I want to print. Whatever the number I entered should be printed here. And whatever the line I have entered, the single line of text, that should be printed. Okay, I'll print it. So just for separation, I'll just write this kind of line here. Okay, fine. Just as a separation, as an output. Okay. Now if I run this code and at the end, I'll just close the scanner object also. So this will not work in a proper way. This program won't work in a proper way. You'll understand here. I'll show you the problem first. So the problem with providing the next line after the next int will give a problem. Okay, what is that problem? Let's see. Right click run as Java application. And here enter a non-decimal numerical number. Let's say I'm entering 9, and if I press enter, you see what happened? It's asking me to enter a single line. It didn't take my input. Directly it's printing the number 9 here, and it didn't print anything for S. The program got ended, guys. And if I write something, you say I cannot type also. So actually I was expecting here this next line should accept a single line statement of text, right? But it didn't accept. Just it took the number, and what happened here? Actually, it has taken an input from us without our knowledge. How? Let me show you. Right click run as Java application. Initially next int, right? Enter an integer non-decimal number that next int will collect. Here I am typing 9. After typing 9, what I am doing? I am pressing enter. Here I am pressing the enter key. So this 9 will go into the next int, that whatever the enter key you are pressing, whatever the enter key you are pressing here, that is /n, will go into the next line. That's what is the problem. So for single input, okay, in this particular single input, 9 is going to next int and /n is going to next line. Because of that, you felt the program has ended here. How to overcome this problem? How to overcome this problem? If you really want to use next line here, so before collecting that, just write next int here itself, next line here itself once. Okay, so this will be considered seriously now. Okay, this next line will be considered seriously. After you say next int, immediately have to use next line. Otherwise, whatever the press enter key you are pressing, right, that will go into the next line. So whenever you want to use next line immediately after the next int, better to write one more next line here to overcome that problem. Okay, this is one of the problem that most of the people face. They'll not understand. So right click here, this time it should work. I'll press 9 here. When I press enter, 9 will go into next int. That's enter key, that is /n, will go into the next line, and that we are not using anyhow. Again, it will ask for entering a single line. We can freshly enter. You see, enter a single line. This time you are able to enter, right? My name is Arun. So this is what is the solution, guys, to overcome this problem of next line immediately writing after next int, where /n is being captured by this next line of this number 9. After that you are entering, right? That is going to next line. To overcome that, you can add a dummy next line here that will collect the /n, and a real next line you can store into this S. Press enter, you see 9 and my name is Arun. This time the program is working fine. So hope guys you understood why we should not write next line immediately after the next int. If you really want to write the next line immediately after next int to collect an input real line, then add a dummy next line here to overcome this problem. So that's all for this session, guys. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.